Welcome everyone to the Babineaux Real Estate Show. I'm David.babineaux, and this is my man Kenny Green.
I'm Kenny Green with Guarantee Rate.
So I'm doing a lender series right now, and I'm talking to my favorite lenders out there right now, and obviously Kid is one of my favorite lenders, so we got him on today just talk a little bit about his business and what's happening in the market right now. So we want to make sure you kind of understand what's happening in the market right now. Everybody been hearing all this stuff on TV, the rates, the mortgage. So we just gonna tell you what's going on right now. So kind of the market trend right now. Since we're in Denver, let's talk about Denver right now. So, can we do that?
Why not?
Okay. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Denver. I'm gonna kind of give you some numbers out there right now. What people don't know, 92% of the mortgages that's out there right now are below 6%.
I know.
So that means only 8% is above that mark at 6%.
Right.
So obviously, everything's not moving like it's been before.
True.
Times a little bit tough. The interest rates been going up, and hopefully, real soon we get some stabilization to the market.
We should.
Yeah. But the savvy buyers out there. If you're the savvy buyers out there, they buying right now where they don't really have to compete.
Nope.
Right?
Facts.
Yes. The savvy buyers out there, they buy now and thinking long term, if the rates go down, then I can refinance and get a lower rate, but I don't have to compete and go all the way up.
Yeah.
With the people out there, and that's the savvy buyers out there. That's what they doing. And what's happening right now with the buyers, now you can kind of pick what you want, your home that you really want. Not only that, sellers are a little bit more flexible now. They giving money toward closing costs. They giving money toward buy down rates.
That's huge right now.
So you can get your, rate. So inspections, they're a little bit more flexible.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of understanding the market, because the market is down 4% right now. I ran some numbers, it's down 4% right now.
Mm-hmm.
Over the last 35 days. So things are changing a little bit, and we got to adapt to change, because people are gonna keep moving.
Right.
So if you can afford to buy, I never tell people just don't buy. But if you can't afford to buy, leave the market alone. I'm being honest with you. If you can afford to buy, go ahead and get it. You get the house you want, where you want, the location you want. And then once the market start going down, then you refinance and get the house that you want in the location you want, and you don't have to deal with all the multiple offers and all that other stuff that's out there.
Right.
So that's the trend that's been going on, the changes that's been going on. But on your end, Kenny, I want them to get to kind of know you as a lender.
Right.
And tell them what your title is. Tell them what you've been doing to alleviate some of the concerns with our current buyers out there right now.
Yeah, absolutely. To start your first question, Brother David. I work for Guarantee Rate. I'm the VP of Mortgage at Guarantee Rate. I work at Cherry Creek office. So,
okay.
Yeah, as I was saying, some of the strategy, Brother David and Babineaux and I have been using to save our buyers some money. As you're seeing, a lot of seller concessions have been coming in. As Brother David said earlier, a lot of sellers are now willing to give you a little bit more. You can use that seller concession to buy down your interest rate, to pay for your closing cost. There's a lot of things we can do to kind of make the numbers work in your favor this time around compared to 6 months ago. Okay.
So you was talking about to me the other day about assumable rates. Tell me a little bit about that.
Assumable rates is huge right now. So as Brother David, just to piggyback on what Brother David said earlier, 92% of the mortgages out there right now are under 6%. So someone trying to sell the house, they got 3% right now. Based on how the deal structure, we can pretty much if you did a assumable mortgage, you can pretty much take that interest rate that person has right now. So you technically pretty much have a 3.5% interest rate right now, and then instead of paying current market rate, which is in the 7s.
So do they have to qualify for that rate? They have to qualify for that rate, correct?
No, that rate is given to them because the previous owner already has a person that's selling the house already has that rate, so that rate is given to them, but we still have to go through the same qualification process like any other loan. We have to collect your income documents, we have to verify your income, pretty much like pretty much you get a regular loan, so we still have to do our due diligence to make sure you qualify.
Okay, but what if their loan amount, we buy a $500,000 house and they only owe $300,000? So how are we getting the difference on that? The $200,000 gonna be at the regular rate, and then the $300,000 gonna be whatever they have, correct?
Yes. So how a similar loan structure. So let's just say the house being sold for $500,000, and the person in the house actually owes $300,000. You will have to bring that $200K to the closing table, and then you're permission to get that interest rate the current seller has right now. But Guarantee Rate is working on some programs. I don't imagine I gave out the details yet, but we're gonna have a program here in the next month or two where we can have two separate loans for you. If you don't have that $200K, it'll be like a second loan you will have to refinance. I don't want to give the details out, but once the detail comes out, I'll do another video with Brother David.babineaux to let you guys know.
Basically what he's saying is you sit down with him, give him a call, and talk to him about this assumable rate that he's talking about and what it's about, how it could work, how he can get you in at that lower amount per se, and we're going to make it happen. That's basically what he's saying. So, why don't you give him your information?
Yeah, my name's Kenny Green with Guarantee Rate. My cell phone number is 720-252-4840. Again, my cell phone number is 720-252-4840. Or you can follow me on Instagram for mortgage tips, 5280 Mortgage Guy.
And my name is David Babineaux, Coldwell Banker Realty. Phone number is 303-903-0395. My Facebook friends, hashtag to Real Estate Man 247. Have a blessed day, everyone.